Pay that man.
Pay him. Pay him every last dime, every last nickel, every last quarter that you have. I don't care if you got to walk around the stadium to find stuff in the corners.
I'm going to make this one quick just because I can't believe that this is the conversation that needs to be had. "2022 has been a very weird year for everybody, but especially for Lamar Jackson, who has been in almost year-long contract negotiations with the Baltimore Ravens at this point. Lamar Jackson wants a fully guaranteed deal, and the Ravens, because they're not stupid like the Browns, are unwilling to give him a fully guaranteed massive contract. And as far as details as to what Lamar Jackson wants, we talked about it on the channel earlier this year. They offered him a $250 million contract with $133 million guaranteed. He turned it down. They offered him a $290 million contract. He turned that one down as well. He's been acting as his own agent. He wanted a deal done before the start of the regular season. Hasn't happened. He's likely staring down the barrel of the franchise tag at this point, but he's betting on himself. And frankly, he wants the Deshaun Watson contract. Copy, paste, add a little $5 million cherry on top so that he can hold something over the last guy. And Baltimore, like every other team in the NFL not named the Browns, is unwilling to give a fully guaranteed contract that big. Now, if you're wondering why Baltimore would be so reluctant to hand over a $250 million contract to their franchise quarterback, other than the fact that it is a lot of money, it's because to give a fully guaranteed contract in the NFL, you have to present all the money up front to the league. They take it and they freeze it. So even though the player will get it over time, you are taking it out of pocket right now. So the Ravens don't want to do that, especially since Lamar Jackson is a running quarterback, and historically, running quarterbacks have very short shelf lives. Although Lamar has shown incredible resiliency that we have not seen from an athlete of his caliber, not just a quarterback of his caliber, someone that runs the ball the way that he does, a quarterback that can run the way that he does. They don't stay healthy, but Lamar has stayed healthy. There's no guarantee that he's going to continue to stay healthy. And Lamar, at the beginning of the season, was earning the contract that he wanted. He was playing well. I had him after the first 4 weeks in the NFL, probably. I had him as likely MVP or MVP2 behind Josh Allen. But then he slowed down. He did. He slowed down. The Ravens suffered a lot of really bad losses. And now the question is, do you pay Lamar or not? Because quite frankly, I think if you don't give Lamar exactly what he wants, I think he's going to walk, which I don't think would be smart on his part because I don't think any other team is going to give you what you want. But all this money talk has been the root of the latest drama, and that is cancel culture coming after Lamar Jackson, which is a sentence I can't believe I just said, but I did because it's happening. But why? Well, it all has to do with a tweet from a fan after the Ravens' stunning loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. This tweet, in this case, would be the root of all evil. Now, Castle Will Kill, the Twitter handle of the man that made the statement that set everything off, said, when someone is asking for over $250 million guaranteed, like Lamar Jackson, games like this should not come to Justin Tucker. Now, the Ravens loss to the Jaguars that I mentioned earlier came down to a 67-yard field goal from Tucker, which he missed. Let Lamar walk and spend that money on a well-rounded team. Now, this, in and of itself, is not so much a dig at Lamar Jackson as it is just pointing out a different direction in which the Ravens can go with their team. You've got two options. One option is pay Lamar. The other option, as this man is pointing out, is you don't pay Lamar, you save that money, and you spread the wealth and improve the team as a whole. That's another way you can go with this. Now, personally, I think that the Ravens can't afford to lose Lamar Jackson because the entire offense is built around Lamar. The team is built around Lamar. It's built around Lamar's strengths and Lamar's skill set. You let Lamar walk, then you have to either replace him with a quarterback who is similar, which those are very few and far between as far as starting quarterback caliber, or you just blow it all up, dismantle everything, start over. And I don't think the Ravens want to start over. Now, I said that this statement in and of itself was not a direct dig at Lamar Jackson as much as it was just pointing out an alternative method of improving the team and proceeding. But Lamar definitely took it as a dig. And Lamar Jackson made the biggest mistake a professional athlete, well, one of the biggest mistakes a professional athlete can make. You've got domestic violence, drunk driving, and getting on Twitter when you're in a mood. And Lamar Jackson did the old tweet and delete. He tweeted a response, wised up, deleted it, but you know how the internet works. Once you put it out there, it will be out there. And Lamar's response to the tweet was, "Boy, STFU. Y'all be capping too much on this app. MFer never smelt a football field, never did blank but eat blank."
Oh, shots fired.
Now you can infer what the blotched out words are. They're both four-letter words. They kind of rhyme. The one in red, clearly a nickname for people named Richard, which I have never understood that, but it is what it is. Lamar Jackson basically told this guy to eat Richards. You eat Richards. Eat a Richard. I don't care about your opinion. Leave me alone. Eat a Richard. And this did not go over well with the LGBTQ ABCDEFG. I don't know. There's a new letter every month, but this did not go over well with the gay community. They did not appreciate Lamar Jackson's quote. And I'm not going to lie, it took me a minute to realize why, but it was because he is referencing a homosexual sexual act in a derogatory manner. But surprisingly, Stephen A. Smith, of all people, would seem to be the voice of reason here. I agree with what he said in this case. Now, Stephen A. Smith said, "I'm not a homosexual, so I'm not going to define what's offensive to them or not. I'll let them do that." It looked to me like he was cussing the dude out. Very, very frustrated. He went the hell off. There's a lot of people that get cussed out. And when you're cussing folks out, you say some things sometimes. That's how I read it. Cussing somebody out as opposed to going where folks might go with that. Now, Stephen A. Smith is 100% right here. This was not an anti people that like to eat a Richard. This was very clearly anti that dude. I don't know, just are the cancel culture keyboard warriors just born as 20-something-year-old liberals? Because ain't a damn one of them would last 5 minutes in a middle school cafeteria. I don't think any of them ever went to middle school. Put them in a public school cafeteria. Oh, man. They'd probably never leave their house again. Assuming they do now. But it's absolutely ridiculous that people would think that Lamar Jackson was signaling out gay people or anything like that. He's cussing the guy out. Like, we've all been mad at our buddies and said something like, you can suck my you know what, or, kiss my ass. We've all told somebody at some point, kiss my ass. Oh, it's the same thing. That's the exact same thing. Maybe you shouldn't be saying that. Maybe there are some people that like to kiss ass, and you shouldn't say that because, it might hurt their feelings. I mean, what's next? You tell someone, kiss my ass. Oh, that's derogatory to kinky people. I don't know. I mean, why is this a talking point? Why is this something that needs to be talked about? I don't know. I don't know. Now, Lamar Jackson did not take too kindly to being called homophobic or having cancel culture on his ass, but he posted this on tweeted this on Twitter, saying that this is defamation of my character because not once have I ever mentioned or disrespect anyone's sexuality, sexual orientation, gender, religion, or race. You're reaching. And you know what? You still haven't said anything to disrespect any of those things. And you're absolutely right. The media is reaching. They are all reaching. There is nothing wrong with what he said. Well, not entirely true. There is one thing, and that is this bottom reply that reads, "How about you stop attacking random fans on the internet, Lamar? Improve your game and move on to the next week." Now, that fan is absolutely right. The only thing Lamar did wrong was engage internet trolls, which I still don't think the guy was being a troll in the first place. He was just pointing out his team's options and where he wanted to see the franchise go, how he wanted to see them proceed moving forward. But Lamar took it as a personal shot. You're talking about me not getting my money. I've been trying to get my money for quite a while now. So it was anti-Lamar's pocket, therefore it was anti-Lamar. But Lamar Jackson will be fine. He just needs to stay off Twitter when he's mad. All players need to stay off Twitter when they're mad. Stay out of the car when you're drunk. Stay off Twitter when you're mad. And professional athletes won't have these problems. But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel for more. I've been Hunter Wright. This is Sports Done Right. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.